like dirt.
We'll see if anybody comes back. Scooter Mom probably will. I should have just ended it. I have no idea what I'm doing.
Who's it, Damien?
Okay, we're upside down. I'm upside down. How did I put it on the way it's supposed to go? I don't know what's going on. Screw this. I'm going back. Yeah, I definitely pushed the wrong button. I'm going back to my normal gimbal. Sorry, this is not going to work. I got to practice with this. This is ridiculous. Yeah, good. Yep, it's a little sticky. And I don't know what just happened. There's only one way to put that together. So I couldn't get that wrong. But I brought the other one too. I swear, I can't do electronics. There it is. Okay. It's definitely easier at the org, I'll have to say that. Alright, we got that. Got this. Now Tom charged this gimbal up too, so let me see, where's the button for it? There it is. Oh, this one's on. Cool. Maybe this one will work tonight. Alright, let's see what we can do. Look away. Look away. Look away. Try not to turn it off again. Alright, hang on a second. Ooh, it's working. Okay, this gimbal's working this time. Tom charged it up. So this should not be as bad as it normally is. Okay, where are you parked at? That way? Alright, say goodbye to PTS. Did Xenu already leave? Did they leave? Okay. Yeah, we hugged, I remember now.
So you're gonna hold out while you're live?
Yeah. I've had people they watch me walk to the parking garage, make sure I'm okay. And I like it too.
It's not that bad.
Nah, it's not. It's not that bad.
Okay. Bye guys.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Alright, so this gimbal is working. Oh, I'm glad you guys stopped back by. I wasn't sure if I don't know what I did. I mean, the screen went off. The little thing was okay. So anyway, so tell me if this is better. So this gimbal it only does left to right. So it does help a little. It just doesn't do it the 4 ways like the other one does. So see, like this, it keeps it straight. So that should be a little bit better. This was my first gimbal that I bought. Say hi. Hi. Say hi. I missed the crossing. Hey, J-Dub. Yeah, we're on 6th Street. I'm actually packed up and going home. But people just hang out with me, make sure I'm safe on the way home. Toss it. Now be nice. We try not to talk about people. Be nice. Yeah, we won't ban you or kick you out. Just be nicer. We have moms in the chat. I'm one of them. So. I come out on Friday nights in Austin, and actually I come down for a reason. Well, I'm just going. I'm not even paying no attention.
No cash, really?
And I talk to people. We have a Scientology org that opened. Hey! I'm right behind you. Tried to run me over. Anyway, in between, we people watch. So my stream earlier, we had subscriber only mode on because the trolls get a little ridiculous. Oh, time to go. This is considered the live music capital of the world. This whole street is full of nothing but bars with live bands, and all over Austin too. We have a big music festival in March called South by Southwest. I've never come to it. I hear it's, whew. They used to close this street down to car traffic, but they stopped this year for some reason. I talked to a cop and he's like, yeah, we don't like it either. Because you got all these drunk people trying to cross the street. Yeah, Scooter Mom will ban you if you get ridiculous. Yeah, let me know where you're from. I'm just walking back to my car. People stick with me till I get there, make sure everything's cool and I'm safe. But I spend a couple hours and I just talk with people down here, and then during the week I go to the actual org of Scientology and stand there and try to let them know that there's 2 foundations that'll help them escape, and talk to the students because they opened up right across from our University of Texas on purpose. They did it in Chicago too and some other places so they can try to get young people in. So I started going down there and just talking to the young students and just educating them about Scientology. Now we're trying to go further with it. We're trying to get hearings held about the abuse going on inside, but nobody's listening to us right now.
What are you live streaming for?
I normally set up and I talk about Scientology because they opened up across, and I started coming out here this summer when classes were out. Normally I'm over at the org.
Yeah, isn't that like the main building that's like off the...
Yep, right. They opened up right across from the university on purpose.
I went through there. It was so nice.
Yeah,
I gotta say,
that's the problem. They look so legitimate. You don't know the abuse that goes on inside.
Oh, really? Wait, okay, so... Hold on. I would love to hear.
So they believe that they live.
Yeah, you gotta hear this.
So they believe that they live multiple lives. So they don't look at their children as children. They look at them as adults in small bodies. So they put them to work. The guy that channel that I started watching, he was pulled out at 12 years old to work.
Yeah.
And so he hasn't had any education past 12.
Whoa!
And
wait, really?
Yeah.
They pulled him like directly into the church.
Yeah, it's to work for the church. You can be a public and pay them hundreds of thousands of dollars to go up their levels like Tom Cruise does.
Yeah.
Or when you don't have that kind of money, or the family's like, it's a big like pat on the back if your kid goes in what they call the Sea Org. They sign a billion-year contract and have to work for them until they die. YouTube.
Oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, so I didn't know anything till 3 years ago, and I found an ex-member. No,
the church or anything?
I just deep dived it, and I've watched the ex-people who have escaped have channels on, and listened to their stories.
Yeah.
And when I found out a year and a half ago they were open up across from the university, that made a bunch of us come down.
I feel like they had that rundown something, and then they like popped up.
So there's a lot of rampant child abuse, and it's a high crime to take a Scientologist. Some of them may not even know about it because you're not even allowed to talk to other Scientologists about stuff. That's how coercive and controlling it is. They're not allowed to go online. A lot of what you see in there now is second and third gen. They've been indoctrinated their whole lives.
Yeah.
So they don't know anybody. They're victims too.
Yeah,
So
I walked through there one day just because I was
right. I had to go up to Dallas because they knew who I was down here.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean they have wonderfully nice.
Or something like that?
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Oh yeah.
We got a
As a matter of fact, we had a couple people over at the org tonight, and they called the cops on them twice.
Really?
For just standing there. We don't do anything but stand there.
What happens when the cops come over there?
They got a trespass warning, but to get arrested, we get that all the time.
I mean, it's a public street though, right?
Yes.
So
we're doing a First Amendment auditing. Yeah. I gotta make sure I'm turning the right place.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, have a great night. That was super interesting. I mean.
Okay, this is Congress. Okay, I turned left here. I'll talk to you for a minute.
Yeah.
Because you want to listen.
No, that's crazy. I've always wondered, like it's cool hearing this other side of it. Like.
Yeah. So
I don't know much about the other side, but like.
So now, because the heat's coming down about the young people working all these hours.
Yeah.
Now what they're doing, they want to emancipate them. You know what that is? That takes money and time and lawyers. So they're making them marry people, minors.
Really.
Marry each other.
Their partners gonna kind of hold them in.
Yeah. So because if you leave Scientology, you have to disconnect from everybody you know in it. That's why Tom Cruise's wives have escaped the way they have.
Wives, like plural?
Yeah, his first wife that got him in Scientology has left. Nicole Kidman is not allowed to. That's why she never speaks out about Scientology.
Yeah.
Because they have an Office of Special Affairs that just goes after enemies of the church. They pay private investigators. They harass. Did you see the Danny Masterson trial last year?
No, I didn't.
He's an actor from the 70s show. Yeah. And they covered up him drugging and R-ing women for 20 years.
I have to hit one of these scooters with my friends.
Yes, that's cool.
What's your like Instagram?
Miss Kim. I'm on YouTube only right now.
Okay. Well, that's cool of me. I did a dumb.
I'm about to try to do TikTok and stuff.
All right.
Miss Kim? I'm a grandma. Just to do this is difficult enough.
Yeah, no, this is crazy. So, I mean, in a good way. Like that's great of you. I'm like, what?
Miss Kim SP. MISS.
MISS.
Kim.
Kim.
SP. Yep, should come up.
This one?
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, thanks for talking with me.
All right.
That's super interesting.
All right. So I know I just turned too fast, but how is the up and down since the gimbal's working this time? Oh, let me see what y'all are saying. Yeah, I was so glad he stopped and talked. He's very interested. See, he doesn't know anything. Scooter's having to work now. County, they begged the Scientologists for funds for their fire department and stuff. They also are deep in the weed game. That'd be KC. I would like to know more about that. My email is on my channel. How much do they cover up? They don't just cover up. They harass. They poison people's dogs. One died. They have no limit to what they will do. Move cocaine. Oh yeah, we heard about that. They have these Dianetics centers in Mexico and places, and we can't prove it, but they were sending pallets of like their DVDs and VHSs, and they said they were talking about how much they could hide in that stuff. Yeah, the guy that started it, L. Ron Hubbard, he had no morals. He had no limit to what he would do for money. All he wanted was money, and I think I went the wrong way again. I'm on the right street. I think I was talking and walking. No, there's Velvet Taco. Congress. Oh, I turned on Congress. I'm supposed to be on Colorado. I need to go one more street. He was a hedonistic creep. Yep. He studied black magic with Jack Parsons, and they were doing sex magic and trying to bring forth the Antichrist. Yeah, I did a little short video on my channel about L. Ron Hubbard and the black magic that I got from the book A Piece of Blue Sky, mostly. John Atack has done. He was a member for 9 years, but he wasn't like in the Sea Org and stuff. But He has spent, what, 20, 30 years writing and getting information about L. Ron Hubbard, and he's written a lot of books. A Piece of Blue Sky. If you have Kindle Unlimited or something like that. I was talking and walking and not paying attention. Congress, Colorado, they both start with a C. Yeah, I'm going right now. Okay, Casey, thanks for stopping. See, it gets really quiet down here. I don't know what the foot traffic is like down here. Because you're getting into like businesses and stuff. Hey, Kawhi. I love apples. Me too. I just can't eat them anymore when you get old and your teeth get all messed up. But I bought peaches and plum cots and strawberries this week. Really good. Especially Texas peaches. They're big down here. Whew. Where are you from? Hey, Bifrost. All about Scientology? Well, like I said, what brought me down here was finding out that they were opening across from the university. About a year and a half ago, I started doing this. And I would just come and sit outside and just hold it. Mostly I talk to students because they won't talk to me, but I have a sign with the foundations they can call. How many religions do you know that has to have 2 foundations to help them escape, get an apartment, get a job, get a GED because they don't have any education? And they believe that they live multiple lives so that their kids are not children, they are adults in small bodies. I actually heard a recording of a conversation of this woman. She got out, I think, in her 30s. And her last conversation with her dad that was still in, because you have to disconnect, they won't talk to you. And he said, "You're not really my daughter, and I'm not really your dad. You're just a product of this body. Your last life, you could have been a grandpa or a sister or a mom. So I don't understand why you're getting upset." And pretty much he said, "We're done." Dallas! I went to the Oregon, Dallas, with my son who's in school up there. He's finishing out his GI Bill. And so I couldn't go to the one here because they knew who I was. Harry Potter Marathon. Where? Hey, White Wolf Rose. Oh, I couldn't see the comment. So that's why I come down here is mainly because of my schedule. I had to find a way to do this at night. So I started doing this when classes let out in May. And it's been really, really productive. I talked to a lot of people. I just talked to somebody from the UK. Because they're worldwide. So they're in the UK. They're everywhere. And so we're just trying to spread the word and hopefully eventually get the word out to somebody in Congress, some authority that'll hold hearings on the human trafficking that they do. What they're doing now is they're going to non-English speaking countries and telling them, "Oh, we can get you a religious visa to America." And, you know, everybody wants to go to the US. They get here, they take their passport, they can't speak English, and if they're in the Sea Org, they're in the dorms 24/7, they're never alone. They make sure they never escape. So, yeah, did you see my truck? I did that in my driveway. Yes, my husband's not very happy with me right now. It's his fault, though. Yeah, well, she had subscribers on while I was live earlier, but I messed up my live stream I had to come back in at the end. So there's a live stream, and that's a couple hours long. So I'll keep talking while I'm packing up. I don't mind. That's what I'm here for, is to educate and try to get more people to understand what this thing is. Yeah, oops. It was kind of his fault for two reasons. One, he never moves the vehicles when our neighbor mows for us. And ignore the mess, we're getting me a cap so all this stuff doesn't have to be in my truck. I have a work tote. I have so much crap. There's probably about 15 water bottles in here. Sorry if you're getting, you know what? Hang on just a second. Anyway, I wanted to keep talking because anybody that came in new, I'll keep talking. So they cover up, so they get here, and so that's the human trafficking. Then the sex trafficking is because if they do any kind of child SA or sexual assault, they move them to another city or country and cover it up because it's a high crime to go to the authorities on another Scientologist. It's the highest crime. And so, it's hard to see me in it. Oh, I'm hot. This is the hardest part of my day. Oh, there we go. Don't fall. Stay. All right. So, I forget what I was saying now. Oh. So they cover up. We know this because of all the people that are adults now that have gotten out that have been through that. That's really what a lot of us never-ends that do this, we feel for them. And, trauma is universal. And so we understand a lot of people in our chats and stuff have been through a trauma. And they're having to deal with, a lot trying to get out of Scientology, because most likely they've had to disconnect from all their friends and family. They're alone, unless they were lucky and them and a family member got out. Oh, water. This is why I have so many water bottles in there. And I'll check the chat in just a second if you have any questions. And I have people in my chat that'll easily answer your questions. Scooter, she has her own channel too. She does a neat report on usually Mondays. I'm not sure if that's changed. And there's a lot of bigger channels out there that growing up in Scientology. I don't know if Natalie's back on. There's a lot of ex-members that have channels. If you search anti-Scientology on YouTube or TikTok, you will find them. And, oh, I need a new water. Hang on. Don't go anywhere. Quit. There we go. Stop. What was I saying? So, there were 3 women, and actually, we think there's about 10 victims. Danny Masterson was an actor. His whole family's in Scientology. From the late 90s till last year, he was drugging and raping women. Mostly Scientologists, not always. There are other victims that want to come out too. They put him on trial and he's in prison now. He's the first Scientologist that has ever been convicted because somebody ignored the rules and turned him in. There were 3 victims in that case with 2 other witnesses. Now, the first one was a mistrial, but the second one, the judge allowed the Scientology information in. And guess what? They got the Scientology information where he wrote down, signed a report, said, yes, he did it. but he didn't think it was wrong. That's why Scientology will never sue anyone, because if they get to discovery phase, then they get access to all their stuff. Now the LAPD has a bunch of hard drives with all these crimes on it, and we've got ex-Scientologists, including the leader's niece, who are going after them for that. Say, look, you've got all this information on these hard drives. You need to be going through it. They did a Freedom of Information Act, and they got access to it somehow, or some of it. And they went to the commissioners meeting, and as far as I know now, there's a law firm that is getting with them all, trying to see what they can do as far as suing. Okay, let's see what we've been saying. Yep, I love my truck. It's old. Oh no. But I love it. I bought it at 6 years old. It had 49,000 miles on it. It is a lot of stuff. It is. That's why I need a cap, so that I can put all of that back here instead of in my truck. Luckily, honestly, we have no family here. My husband retired from the Army here, and my son's up in Dallas, and my daughter moved away with my grandkids, my other grandkids. So it's just us now. I don't really have to worry about it too much. All right. If you want to know more, sub. I come out on Friday nights. I'm going to try to get to the org during the day now that classes are back in. And we talk to students out there, and I do the same thing. I talk with them, educate. Yeah. We went to the org in Dallas, and it was 5 women. It was dead, and most of the lights were turned off because they can't afford the electricity. Because if money only goes up in Scientology, it never comes down. We found out, like the building they're in here in Austin, it was paid for 55 years ago, but they still have to pay the church rent out of whatever they make here. So they have to pay that first, then utilities, and then if there's no money left, none of the staff or Sea Org get paid. So they're working 110 hours a week for free. Yep. This is an anti-Scientology channel. But I'm all packed up for the night. But I was talking, so I stayed on a little longer than usual. I like talking about it. I like spreading the word about it, you know. I'm trying to get some sort of setup in my truck. Actually, just to watch video or listen. I actually just listen. Oh, let me start this thing up. It is hot. This is the hardest part of my day. It's uphill to in the parking garage, then packing up, and then let's get this air on. There we go. Yeah, we know. I've been, you know, at the very least. Oh, look, I'm off. You can tell where I don't have any makeup. Woo! Yeah, I work tomorrow, but I don't go in till 6. So, I'm gonna try to get to the org next week. It's hard with this weird ass schedule I'm on. So, but yeah, if you want to know more and you're new, sub. I can tell you about other channels because there's so many different channels in our group. There's like 200 people working against Scientology. You have the ex-member channels. You have the we have like 50, 60 protest channels. Last I heard, like me. Then we've got channels like true crime channels and news channels that support our movement. We count them too because they help us. So we've got 200 channels in our group, and we're just trying to get the government to pay attention and the authorities to pay attention. The problem is they've been around since 1950, and they have greased so many palms, and they have so much money that it's really, really hard to get anybody to listen. Jehovah's Witness is up there too. So I'm going to go, y'all. I got to drive home. I'm tired. So thanks for sticking with me while I was walking. I feel a lot safer. And usually I'll call my husband after I get off here, and because he's at work. So he'll stick with me too. Yeah. Well, like I said, so yeah, they do go after people like me. I'm pretty, low activity. So I did get like a homeless person we think was sent at me, and another guy, and over a whole year, that's really not that bad. Now, what they've done to our people in LA and Chicago is ridiculous. Because they have the LAPD in their pocket. They harassed and falsely arrested our people day after day after day, knowing that the charges will get dropped because there's 10 people filming that it's not true. Scientology would call and say somebody has a knife, somebody has this, somebody has that, and they'd come out and they'd arrest them, make them sit in jail for the weekend, then let them go because there was no evidence. And you know what? They didn't expect. Those people came right back to protesting when they got out. And so they don't understand the determination that we have now and the social media impact that we're having and the amount of people we're getting the message to. And social media is going to be their downfall because they can't hide anymore. They hid for 70 years and now they can't. So y'all have a good weekend. I will see y'all next week, I hope. Bye, y'all.